Hello YouTube, SpeedSpider3 here, and we are back with part 3 of Blood Magic. Now before you guys ask, I know this is being uploaded a day late, however I have a good excuse. Actually it's not a good excuse, but it's valid. I did record this and was about to upload it yesterday, however I realized that it was almost a solid hour long, because I kept failing really hard and had a lot of information messed up and incorrect. So I'm coming back to re-record it and hopefully solve any information I had wrong, because I don't want to be misleading you guys, you know? And this one will be more like a half-hour video. So, in the last episode I was having some troubles with a couple of the rituals, the ritual of the Green Grove and the ritual of magnetism in particular. Well, I went and re-downloaded Blood Magic and made a new world, and it appears that it is now working properly. I have been able to get both of those rituals running just fine since re-downloading it. I haven't yet tested it in this world specifically, but I presume it'll work, so we'll go over those now. I've already got everything kind of set up. This is an orb of testing, by the way. When you right click with this, it'll instantly fill your life essence to like frickin' what? I have 0 right now. What is that, 1 million? Yeah, that instantly fills to 1 million life points, and you can shift right click with it to instantly empty it. So great for testing like this. Now why don't we look at this thing of magnetism. So crap. Ritual of magnetism. And whoa, lag. Chill. If we fill it in, and right now we have 98. Oh, apparently it uses a small amount of life points to fill it, but activate it. As you can see, it's going to start teleporting ore up from a 7-block radius all the way down to bedrock beneath this thing. Oh, look, there's some stupidium, iron, lots of stupidium. Redstone. Getting some good stuff in here. Let's just grab a diamond pick. And it'll do one more layer. Unless it can't find anything. Wow. There really was not a lot of stuff in this area. Normally it'll do 3 layers of stuff. But remember, it only searches a 7-block radius. So if it runs out of ore, then obviously it's not going to have anything to teleport up. However, there are some upgrades you can apply to it, and I'm not 100% positive these upgrades work, so I'm going to test them and see what happens, but I don't know. So one of the upgrades you can possibly apply is Orbis, or no, Terre. Terre, which is crafted in your alchemy stand with a simple catalyst, obsidian, dirt, sand, and another piece of obsidian. The simple catalyst is sugar, redstone, glowstone dust, and gunpowder. And if we just grab a Terre and right click this, no, okay. I wasn't sure that was going to work, but it was worth a try. So why don't we go ahead and grab my diamond pick back real quick. We're going to move elsewhere with this so that I can reset it up and kind of show you guys something else that sort of synergizes with this, called the Ritual of the Crusher. Now what the Ritual of the Crusher will do is it will take any block within a 3x3x3 block radius directly below it and dig it up and put it into an inventory above it. So if you put that above a Ritual of Magnetism, it can create a great automated mining system that will only pick up ores from beneath the earth. So, first of all, throw this down. Oh, right. I got Ritual of High Jump, Ritual of Magnetism. Fill that in. Okay, and then if we... let's see, we were going to want to go 1, 2, 3. Place another Master Ritual Stone. Switch to Ritual of the Crusher. Hold right click to fill that in. Excellent. And grab a chest. And it looks like it uses exactly half a stack of Ritual Stone to do this. So, you know, not terribly expensive. That's probably why I can't get up there. Let's just grab a stack of stone for pillaring purposes. And come up here, throw that down right there, and then we can activate that and activate that. That'll start teleporting up blocks, and then that will instantly delete them. So if we come back up here, we can look, it's teleporting those in. And of course, this is going to drain some life points every time it activates either one of these abilities. However, if we just wait, it's finding a lot of iron down there. Wow. Like, seriously. So why don't we let that run for a little bit, and we'll come back and show you guys what else it pulls up. And in the meantime, we can finally look at the Ritual of the Green Grove, which I also managed to get working. So turn to Ritual of the Green Grove and fill that in. Activate that. Grab a couple of cactuses. Wait, what? Okay. Grab a couple of cactuses. Piece of sand. Actually, I'm gonna need that. I'm a genius. So if we throw this one here, activate the ritual, and throw down a cactus right here, and a cactus up here. Just wait for a minute. Why don't we come look at this again real quick. Still running. If we look, oh, see, now it's starting to pick up coal as well. Oh, and see, that's already grown. And this hasn't even begun to grow. So this speeds up the time quite a bit. Definitely really useful for creating a little farm. So that's two really cool rituals. But obviously there's a lot more than that. So, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and go over making a tier 4 altar and a couple more rituals. Now, of course, the first thing you're going to need for... Sorry about that. I had to talk to my dad for a minute. Where was I? Oh yeah, getting what's required for a tier 4. So to make the tier 4 altar, you're going to need something called a bloodstone brick. And getting that is a little bit complicated, but not too terribly big a deal. So why don't we just get like a super efficiency diamond pickaxe so I can clean this up real quick. Efficiency. And that should let me clean all this up real fast. Alright, now to make this tier 4 thing, you're going to need a Ritual of Binding. And I believe it's something like... lag. Something like this, and then here. And this isn't required, you can just put it a block above the ground, but this makes it flush with the ground, which looks a little bit better. Put that in there. Scroll around to Ritual of Binding, and I went too far. So, fill through. Ritual of Binding. Excellent. Then start filling that in. As you can see, we've got this. Now this one is a little bit different than a usual one. You're going to need something to sacrifice, and that's going to be any diamond tool except a diamond hoe. So in this case we're going to go with a sword because it's the first thing you need. And you're going to need your weak activation crystal, of course. And this one requires a lot of life points. I don't remember how much. Not a weak blood orb. I don't want a weak blood orb. Weak activation crystal. Throw in your weak activation crystal, then activate it. Oh, right, bind. Activate it and stand back. And after the ritual is complete, it'll spit out this thing, a bound blade. Now, a bound blade is, as you can see, it's got, in your hand it looks like a sword, but, or in the hotbar it looks like a sword, but in your hand it looks like a weird orb thingamajig. So, this is normal, and this is perfectly fine. And for those of you that recognize that this is, a texture from one of the original Equivalent Exchange mods, you can check Way of Time's page. He actually has complete permission to use textures, so don't be like getting all up in his grill about that. Now, this bound blade is something that can be activated and deactivated. In general, you want to keep it deactivated, because having it activated is going to drain life essence from your soul network as long as it's activated. In addition, it's going to drain a little bit every time you use it as well. But this thing is required. Oh, and it has plus 12 attack damage. So, but this thing is required to really proceed in blood magic. So, you're going to need some hostile mobs, and they do need to be hostile. Why don't we grab some spider eggs. Okay. So just spawn that in. Then hold shift, right click to change it into a bound blade, and just kill that thing. Okay, that's fine, didn't spawn anything. Try again. Might need to try a couple of times, but... Oh, there we go. Killing it with that bound blade has given us this, a weak blood shard. Now this weak blood shard is used in creating the next tier of blood orb, the Master Blood Orb, for one thing, and that requires a tier 4 altar, and to make that you need bloodstone bricks. These. And that's just a weak blood shard and a piece of stone for 32 of them. But before you do that, weak blood shards are kind of annoying to collect. However, there's a better way to get them. You can craft a Master Blood Orb with a weak blood shard and imbued slate, and that'll give you 5 weak blood orbs. So you're probably going to want 2 of them to start. Okay, so now you've got the 2 blood shards. Now one of them you're going to throw into your altar with 40,000 life points. But you're not going to be able to do that until you get your tier 4 altar. Now let's go back into peaceful. So to do that, you're going to need your tier 3 altar, which I will recreate here. Let's just clear my inventory a bit, because I hate having a missing inventory. diamond. Why am I looking up diamond? Oh, right. I gotta clean this up somehow. And we'll go over the rest of the bound tools in a bit, because they all have special abilities. I just want to go over this first. So, efficiency. Let's just clean all this up. Okay, and real quick, why don't we go over the Sigil of Magnetism while we're right here. Grab Sigil of Magnetism. When you activate it, it'll draw all items towards you. Pretty cool. Now let's build my altar. So I'm gonna need... Right, I hate that stacks. I'm gonna need a blood altar and a ton of blood runes. And let's get some capacity runes and some speed runes. I don't remember if it's the speed rune or the rune of acceleration that speeds up the process of making it, so we'll try both. Okay, and then we're also going to need... Oh, it's one word. Going to need 4 large bloodstone bricks, and remember you make 32 of them with 1 blood shard. And 4 glowstone. So, let's make this altar. And I'm going to go ahead and build it 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up. Let's do 5 blocks up, so that we can have it kind of looking cool with the ground. And let's do this in creative mode, because I don't feel like doing this the hard way. Okay. Then you're going to come out to here. We'll do acceleration, speed. Then you can have block, 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 block. Glowstone. Why don't we do glass filler in all the blocks that, like, aren't required. Acceleration, capacity, speed, glass, 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 glowstone. Am I doing this right? No, I am not, actually. Going too far out. And I really don't want to make this long like the last one, so let's try and make this quick. So that only needs to do that. Acceleration, acceleration, capacity, speed, 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 glass, 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 glowstone, acceleration, acceleration, capacity, speed, speed, glowstone, 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 or glass, 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 glowstone, and yeah, you guys get the idea. Boom. Then if we get a divination sigil, should be tier 3, good. Don't have quite enough capacity to make the master blood rune, but that's alright, we're adding another layer right now. And kind of gonna be the same pattern here, except we're gonna do like this, and then it needs to be 7 across, so ba-doop ba-doop, and then this is gonna come up to here to level with the glowstone, then a bloodstone brick, three, 2, no, And 1, 2, 3, 4. Badoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Badoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Badoop. Perfect. Now this should be Tier 4. 58,000 life point capacity. Excellent. And actually, I kind of like that little pillar there. Now if we throw in... you know what? Let's get some more blood runes, just kind of as filler. Adding a means to get up the pyramid. Should make blood rune stairs. Be kind of fun. Blood rune. And there will be another layer out here eventually. However, right now there's not, so we're gonna go with more blood rune stairs. And since I'm sick of doing this, that'll do. Okay, cool. Now we take... Gotta make sure you have at least 40,000 in there. Luckily I have this Create a Sacrificial Knife, which instantly fills it completely to its capacity. And get a weak blood shard. Throw that in there. It'll instantly start draining it. And because of the speed and haste runes, or speed and acceleration runes, this shouldn't take much too long. Oh, good. Already done. Then we can grab that. Master Blood Orb. Second highest tier of Blood Orb in the game. Make sure you bind it to you. So, now that you've got the Master Blood Orb, you can use it to duplicate shards, which is pretty sweet, among a whole bunch of other crafting recipes. So now that we've got that, why don't we go ahead and go back over the binding ritual and look at the other bound tools. Let's throw that there. Oh, right. Has to be completely open air, by the way, guys. Grass, snow, anything will throw it off. If you don't have open air everywhere where it needs to place a block, the ritual will not work. So make sure you're doing it in an open area. And this is bothering me. Then you can make a bunch of bound tools in the same way you would make the bound blade. So let's just take one of the bound tools because they all have pretty much the same effect. So the bound pickaxe. If we just dig down into the earth a bit, that can't actually do anything. Okay, you know, pretty cool. Activate it. It's a pretty fast pickaxe. However, if you take the pickaxe and while it's active, right click, it's going to instantly mine out a massive area and bring everything it mined to you. That's going to cost a massive 10,000 life points to do, so be careful doing stuff like that. And let's just grab this. That is the coolest thing ever. And all of the bound tools basically do that. The shovel will dig out anything that can be mined with a shovel, and the axe will do the same with wood and trees and the like. So that's all the bound tools. And now let's look at bound armor. So bound armor is a little bit harder to craft. To get bound armor, you're going to need to start with empty sockets, which are crafted from 4 blood shards, 4 glass, and a diamond each. And then you're going to need a filled socket, which is in a tier 3 altar. Just put an empty socket in with 30,000 LP, it'll give you a filled socket. And you'll need 24 filled sockets. So just grab that. And you'll also need this thing, a soul armor forge. And let's get another diamond pick. So the way you do this is different from any other armor crafting I've ever seen. The way you're going to do this is you're going to set up what you want to craft in the world. So, and you have to shift right click to place blocks on these. So boom, there's the helmet. Throw the soul armor forge down. Right click it. There's your bound helmet. Okay. Boots. Boom. Boots. And the pants and the chest need to go up a bit. Screw it, I don't want to move the forge, so just like that. Aw, really? Pants. And chest. Perfect. Now you've got a full set of bound armor. Now this stuff's pretty cool. This stuff will negate all damage, period. All of it, period. Except lava damage and wither damage. And instead of damaging you... Oh. Okay, it doesn't protect from fall damage either. But instead of damaging you, your life essence network will take damage. So this will negate all damage except for like environment damage, and transfer it to your soul network and take it out of that instead. So that's pretty cool, and on top of that, it looks pretty sweet. That's pretty cool, but there's more you can do with it. If you get, first of all, you're going to want a Ritual of Unbinding. Ritual of Unbinding. And this one, I believe, is not terribly big, but you're still going to want space for it. There we go. There's the Ritual of Unbinding. Then... oh, I got rid of my bound armor. Well, if you throw down a piece of bound armor into the ritual, anywhere in the ritual, we believe, but just to be safe, probably want it on the ritual stone. Activate it. Nothing... was the ritual missing space to finish? No? I'm pretty sure this was it. Just to be safe, let's just pillar up a ways. Fill it in again. Ah, I see. Requires those blocks. Well, now if you throw... Aww. Ouch. You know what, let's get bound pickaxe and put that ability to work. It's a pretty sweet ability. Now we can kind of try that again and not feel stupid. So place that there and let it fill it in. Let's start at this 344. Okay. Once that's filled, throw down your bound helmet and activate. It'll destroy all of it, but completely uncraft it and give you everything you put into it. Now, you know, that's pretty cool. Allows you to get the stuff back. However, what you can do with this is you can actually apply upgrades to it. So let's grab a Soul Armor Forge, and why don't we say, let's say a Phantom Bridge Sigil and a Weak Blood Shard. Okay. Fill that in. Now, you could activate this right here, or you can throw a Weak Blood Shard into one of the sockets, and a Sigil into another one of the sockets, just like that, and then activate it, and pick that up. And now you can see we have a Weak Blood Shard and a Sigil of the Phantom Bridge. So if we attach that, and it looks like the Sigil of the Phantom Bridge is kind of a little buggy. It seems to create a frickin' Phantom Bridge in the block you're standing, which is a little bit buggy. Unless you're holding shift. If you hold shift, it appears to work fine. So, you know, that's kind of buggy, but, you know, still pretty cool. So, you know, that's pretty neat, but that can get a little irritating. I mean, surely you don't want to always have a Phantom Bridge following you. So what you can do is you can take an armor inhibitor, which is pretty cheap to craft. Grab that, activate it, and it will deactivate any armor effects you have active. See? And you can apply all kinds of upgrades, and you can apply upgrades to all your pieces of armor. Using a Weak Blood Shard will allow you one upgrade on a piece of armor. And remember, you can only use one Weak Blood Shard. They do not stack. And using a Demon Blood Shard will allow you 2 upgrades on an armor. And I'll go over getting Demon Shards another time. For now, why don't we look at one more ritual? And wow, those are not disappearing as fast as they should be. Why don't we look at one more ritual and then wrap this up? This one's kind of a big ritual, so we're gonna say, like, right here, load. Remember, guys, bound tools for the win. Okay, that doesn't clear anything that is, like, below your Y level. So, it's kind of neat. And let's change this to Ritual of the Mark of the Falling Tower. Now this one requires a lot of ritual stone, and most of it's probably not going to come back, but trust me when I say that this ritual is worth it. So let's fill this in. Takes a little while. There we go. We have here the Ritual of the Falling Tower. Now, if we take a diamond or any other valuable item except emeralds as tribute, and you're going to need an awakened activation crystal for this, and that's really hard to craft, so we're going to be going over how to craft that in the next episode. But, so throw the diamond in, and then use your awakened activation crystal on it. Make sure you have it bound to you. Requires a lot of ritual. And then stand back. There we go. It'll summon this giant meteorite. And this meteorite is filled with diamonds and emeralds and all kinds of neat stuff. So let's just put that there. Ritual binding, ritual of unbinding, high jump, magnetism. Fill out the ritual of magnetism on it. And go 3 blocks up. Another ritual stone, ritual of the crusher. Fill out the ritual of the crusher there. Throw down a chest. Activate both. And this will start teleporting up blocks from inside this little sphere of diamond and emerald and automatically mining them. Which means you can use this as a great source of emerald and diamond for the price of 1 diamond and a ton of ritual stone. Pretty sweet, right? Now, of course, this is an expensive ritual to cast. Like, really expensive. But, you know, it's pretty sweet. This is gonna more than double your diamond. This is gonna... If you're only putting 1 diamond in, I think it's more than worth it for how many diamond you're getting out. And why is this still here? I don't... Okay, well, regardless. That is all the time we have for this episode. In the next episode, we'll be going over demons and a couple more rituals that are really helpful to have, but it won't be so ritual-based in the next one. A tier 5 altar, there's still a lot of stuff to cover. There'll probably be 2 more episodes, at least. But yeah. So, that's all. If you're still here, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've been putting a lot of work and time into these videos, and I've been learning them so that I could show you guys to the best of my ability. And if you like the video, please hit that like button. If you like me, go ahead and subscribe to see more of my great content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.